Everybody. More than 12% of people living in Williamson County are affected by food insecurity. That's according to numbers released by the Central Texas Food Bank. That is thousands of people there. And while that food bank and other food pantries are working to help keep people fed, there is a new initiative to try and meet people where they are.
A faith-based nonprofit, Restoring God's Family Network, is launching what's going to be called the Jubilee Mobile Food Pantry. And joining us today is Jamila Siller, the engagement director there. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Talk about the mission. I think it's in the name there, Mobile Food Pantry, but your goal is to travel around the county to be more accessible. Explain how that will work.
Absolutely. So Restoring God's Family Network, we call it RGF for short, is a local nonprofit that is aimed at helping low and middle income families that are experiencing homelessness or food insecurity. And so our founders back in 2015 actually were unhoused themselves. And during that time, they realized that there weren't a whole lot of resources out there for families that were needing help that suddenly experienced a change in financial situation. So that is something that's incredibly near and dear to their heart. And since 2015, they've expanded their mission to really trying to help folks all over Williamson County. And so as you had mentioned before, food insecurity impacts about 75,000 people within Williamson County. And a lot of the food pantries that currently exist are all along the major thoroughfares of I-35 or 183. And as you know, Williamson County is extremely rural, and there's a lot of areas that don't have access to public transportation or just any ability to get to grocery stores or any of these food pantries. So our goal is to meet people exactly where they are. We want to go out there, create a sense of community, and feed people healthy and nutritious food.
You touched on it there just a moment ago, but talk to us about what kinds of needs you all are seeing from people as you're interacting with them through this service.
So food is a big deal right now. Obviously, when summer is around, there's a lot of kids that aren't getting their free meals at school any longer. So providing healthy food options is extremely important because there are a lot of health implications that come with that. There's rises in obesity, dietary problems, and so we want to be able to offer those resources. We also want to be able to offer, the idea behind it as well is to do community gardens. So we want to be able to go out into these communities, help them set up community gardens, make this a sustainable way that they can feed their community, and there's social cohesion with that. And so that's really what we're hoping to do, and those are some of the needs that we've identified.
So you all are hosting a fundraiser next weekend to try to help get all of this kicked off. And it's a walk, but it's also a prayer walk. So there's a lot going on with this. Explain what people can expect if they come out to support you guys in this walk.
Absolutely. So our event is on June 28th. And we are going to be having a prayer walk and a 5K. So 7 a.m. is packet pickup, 7:30 we are starting the race for those individuals that want to go and run, and at 8 o'clock we're starting our prayer walk. And so what that's going to entail is we're going to have some folks out there giving some inspirational words, some worship, and really an opportunity for us to pray for our community. It's so important that we come together as a community to help one another. There's so many people that are doing such great work right now, and we just all want to be a part of it together and do it in faith.
And in the name of your group, obviously faith is central to this. So how does its mission factor into that?
Oh, absolutely. So we are firm believers that Jesus is the perfect example of servant leadership, and it is our responsibility to be the hands and feet of Jesus as we live in this world. And so we want a service that is open to absolutely everyone, regardless of race, gender, religious affiliation. We believe that it's our responsibility, it's our duty, and that's what God is calling us to do, is to be a light in this community.
Really special. We can already just feel that light in talking with you guys in here today. So thank you so much for joining us. We're excited to see how the walk goes next weekend. We do want to note we've got some information about it just so people can take that down if we can get that up. If not, we will put it on our, there it is, perfect. Their awesome flyer. You can, I believe, scan that QR code. It'll take you to some of their information and then some of that information there for you on the right. Jamila, thank you for being here. We're excited to see what happens out of this walk and in the future with your mission.
Thank you so much, and we'd love to see you out there on Saturday.
We appreciate it.